Sekendi Takradu woke up on Monday morning to the news that the statue of our president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has been vandalized. You will recall that this statue is being followed with keen interest across the country since it was unveiled here by the president himself, with many residents within the metropolis asking why this had to be put up, especially as, according to them, the NPP government hasn't done much to warrant such recognition. The NDC communications officer for the Western region, Richard Kirk-Mensah, was the one who had started the campaign to get this relocated. Indeed, he even said that after December 7, he will lead the effort to relocate the statue to Chebi. Subsequently, he said it will be relocated to a shrine. But some youth of Sekendi were agitating that the statue should be removed immediately. However, it had been left peacefully until this morning. Vendors close by tell us that they came this morning to meet the vandalized nature of the statue. This is quite close to the Fiekwanta Regional Hospital with no residential facilities nearby, so it is difficult to get anybody to tell us exactly when this happened. But the vendors around tell us they came to meet it.
And the people na I'm going to do an us. I didn't know behind the day. You probably no make us back an eye. And yet, though I thought today we will.
It's about the time now.
Mudra by 7 o'clock. And the pay. Na Mudra. Momo no Ghana Kayana Mashana so oh Adi Webuna. Ebe, once you have a talakakra. No, I kakra mama. Did the papanala or bahano banaway.
For the first place, I was so your mother stage one yet. Now one can sound to me born Wabaso, this will be Boabaso. Yenya Yamabe, Unye. A signal champion for say. On the transfer, on me again here. Emma or mine, was statue of Yasui, and Mammy Grenindi. It's a yarn, saying yet. Your Mramu yet. What I say? Your Omo de Bessie or man in the year, and I do over Burusu, 1 year.
Oh, on your mother in Abutan. Ghana, the Chile view and Sana, what didn't be, but what I see the bottom, what didn't be based on. But on your Ghana for. I don't hear in Febia, Sabsaba, present as on handover. Or do when you are better. There's someone when you are better. Ye and I are Ghana for when you are better, man.
I think that we owe the Ghanaian people a debt of gratitude for standing strong and firm with Excellency John Dramani Mahama and having faith and confidence in his return to the presidency. It's my trust and prayer that he will not disappoint the Ghanaian people. At least he would avoid the arrogance of the New Patriotic Party. So be sure that President Mahama will run a government with ministers who will be humble, who will uphold humility as a hallmark and requirement of the president. President Mahama will also avoid abuse of the office with impunity. So the emergence of John Dramani Mahama marks an end to impunity. I won't listen to anybody. I will do as I please. Nana Addo, you walk away as you please. So it's the Ghanaian people telling him. And I've seen many of you question whether President Mahama can run a lean government or not. It's a pledge he made to the Ghanaian people that he will protect the public purse. A true meaning of the public purse would be to downsize government. He intends to run a government with 60 ministers. That's very, very doable. I foresee him run a government with 23 ministries, so 23 ministers, some 19 cabinet ministers and their deputies, and some 16 regional ministers. Gives you some mathematics of 54 to 58 ministries.
And so the regional ministers are not going to have their deputies?
Even current MPP, regional ministers have no deputies. What I'm aware is that President Mahama will run a government of 60 ministers. That he would honor as his word to the Ghanaian people. And for him It is protecting the public purse and preserving public resources, which otherwise would have gone into salaries, facilities, and privileges of ministers. He's saving that money in the name of the Republic and in the name of fiscal prudence. Any other question?
How do you balance that with the high levels of expectation, especially amongst the party folk who are looking at being employed or having their share of the victory that you've got right now?
Public expectations are very high, but as I scan through the issues, what the Ghanaian people require of President Mahama is to exact accountability for the people and in the name of the people. That any person capable of abuse of public resources and public funds be held accountable to that in accordance with law. That he would do. He would exact accountability for and on behalf of the Ghanaian people.
Does the outcome of this election settle the controversy that stalled the sitting of Parliament prior to the elections?
You know, you can have the Supreme Court majority and you can have the electorate majority. We had a majority of the electorate. The electorate have decided. You can have a Supreme Court also rule. In order that we uphold the tenets and principles of the rule of law, we will respect the Supreme Court, but we certainly disagree with them in their thinking and in their judgment.
The business of the House for today, the president knows a lot of things to discuss. Are you confident all the same?
This is a lame duck president and a lame duck parliament. The life of this parliament is almost gone and over. I think we should focus on the ninth parliament. For me,
the priority is to stabilize the economy, reduce waste, rationalize taxes, because Ghana is increasingly becoming a high cost point of doing business. If we are to remain competitive, we must rationalize the taxes, make them more transparent, so that foreign investors feel attracted to come to our country, to come and set up, businesses and industries so that we can get employment for our young people. There's a limit to how much government can employ. We're a country of more than 30 million people. The number of people on government's payroll is less than 1 million. And so it just shows that the public sector is not the viable option for creating jobs. It's the private sector. But how we grow the private sector, not by lip service, but by giving concrete assistance to that sector, is going to be very important. And of course, building up agriculture and agribusiness and agro-processing, which is an area that can employ very many more people. It's something that we need to look at and expand. So there's a lot that needs to be done, but God never gives you a load that your neck cannot carry. So once He's giving me this load, it is my hope that He will strengthen my neck so that I'm able to carry that load. But I can.